Welcome back to OneStopTutorials.com. It's me, Alibaba, back again. How you doing, everyone? We're here. We're getting started on homing in on our keywords, homing in on our key phrases, so we can find the best searched word, the best concept for our website. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with SEO tools. This tool is absolutely great. I use it a lot. I just like the way it sort of homes in on what other search engines are looking and the way you can actually download keywords to sort of help you out. Let us try sticking in one of my topics, okay? And I'm going to stick in coffee because I want to explain a bit about high demand keywords. I'm going to hit submit, and what this will do is this will bring up a results for the word coffee. What you have here is the word coffee, and then it also brings up phrases or keywords related to the word coffee. So we got coffee cups, coffee mugs, coffee break Green Mountain coffee, Starbucks coffee, overpriced and tastes like an ice cream, but this isn't a Starbucks tutorial. So as you can see from coffee, you have the count amount, okay, of word tracker. You then have a daily estimate of Google, how many roughly. This isn't 100% perfect, this is just an estimate, that's why it's just daily estimate, but daily estimate search for the word coffee is about 8,146, for Yahoo 2,340, and then for Bing 1017, and then you get the overall overall estimate for all of these stuck together. Okay, so you can see that the word coffee is really in high demand on a daily basis. 8,146 people looking for the word coffee. Now, my theory behind this and my concept behind this might be a bit different than some, but what I believe is, okay, and like I say, this is just a belief of mine, I don't generally go for the high demand keywords. Okay, the reason being is that these high demand keywords, if you're getting like on a monthly, let's say 5 million a month, okay, you got to think this is an estimate of 8,146 per day. The chances of you getting onto the first page of Google with that word coffee is very low. Okay, you can do it, but what you will probably have to do is put 50 to 60 hours work in a week, and you'd probably have to do that for up to about a year to even get anywhere near the word coffee. Okay, now my concept is, and what I generally do is I go for less demand keywords. I go for the sort of mid-range where the demand is strong enough but it's not too demanding that I'm going to have to put hours and hours of work into this one website. Okay, I prefer medium-sized keywords because I really believe if you take control of a medium-sized keyword, so for instance in this list, just as an example, coffee shop. Okay, if you look at coffee shop here, you'll see the demand per day is 422. I stand so much more chance of taking control of the word coffee shop than I do the word coffee. Okay, and not only do I stand more chance of taking the control of the word coffee shop, I also can do it quicker, and I can also start earning revenue and traffic a lot quicker than I can with the word coffee. Okay, so I'm a firm believer in putting less time in it, generating more traffic from it quicker, and generating an income quicker from it. It doesn't matter it's not getting 50,000 hits a day. I don't want that because the chances are I won't get it. I'd rather take control of a niche like coffee shop where I can just get right to the top a lot quicker, have control of it, have the whole concept of my website about coffee shop, and then move on to my next website, move on to my next idea of having another mediocre website, and then by the time I would have reached #1 page, which if I ever do, for coffee, I probably already have 2 or 3 fully functional websites that are high demand on Google and generating me revenue from each one. So my theory is less work, more traffic, more money. Okay, and that's just what I believe. Like I say, it's entirely up to you, that each person thinks different. That's just my thoughts on it. So what else we got here? Well, the great thing about this tool is that you can actually export out these keywords. So I can go to export CSV. Okay, and I can actually come out and download this to my computer. It will open it up in an Excel. Okay, and what it will do is it will give me all the information from here basically, but I'll be able to save it on my computer. So let me bring it here, and you'll be able to see it coming up here. And as you can see, we've got keywords Okay, here's the keywords. Got coffee, coffee beans, coffee makers, coffee mugs. It then gives me the word tracker per month, per day, sorry, estimate per day. Google estimate per day, Yahoo and MSN per day, okay, and then it gives me the overall of these per day, okay, daily overall. And I can come through this list and I can actually look around and think, well, coffee cup, there's a good one. I never thought about doing that. It's getting 640 visits a day from Google. These numbers are quite nice. They're a bit lower than something like this, but like I said, have more chance of taking control of it, looking nice. So what I could do is I could take that word coffee cup, Control Command C that, come back to the tool again, and let's say I'm interested in this coffee cup, okay. What I can do is do a submit, and this will give me some subcategories to the word coffee cup. Single cup, coffee cup bouquet, coffee cup planter, coffee cup candies, perfect coffee cup. And with this it's actually giving me the actual numbers as well of how often people are looking for it on Google, Yahoo, Bing and other search engines. Now what I generally use this for is I think of, okay, if I'm interested in doing a website on coffee cups is my main keyword for my website. For me to get highly ranked on Google and other search engines, my website has to be built around that concept of coffee cups. Therefore I'm looking for subcategories of the word coffee cups. So for instance, I could use these as a form of navigation on my website to use them as categories. So I would have my coffee cups as my main home page, okay, and then subcategories of coffee cup I would have these added to it, okay, and we'll get into that a bit later. I'm just sort of explaining what these are. So I can see my subcategory for coffee cups, so anytime I have a link on my website, it says home, contact us, links, I could have coffee cup boutiques. I know roughly how many people are searching for it, and I can try to take control of that keyword because it's related to the concept of my website, which is about coffee cups. So I sort of hope you understand what I'm saying here. It can become a little bit, you can get a bit lost with it all, but it's really important and it really becomes a fun process after a while. But what also you have in here, you can go straight direct to Google AdWords, you can go direct to Yahoo suggestions, Google Trends. You can just click on these links and they'll take you directly to those other places. So come into this tool, play with it, stick in your three keywords that you want to use. So I could stick in my other one, stop smoking, okay, hit submit, and then what I do with this one is I then export it as an Excel file and I start comparing numbers. I start taking out words that I don't want. So in my other Excel document, things that I don't really want, I just delete so I can make the list smaller, so I can go through the list that little bit easier. Don't worry guys and girls, we'll go through this together, and we'll try to make you understand exactly what we're doing. Take it easy guys.